Hello everyone and welcome back to Trenton Talks. And in this Trenton Talks, I'm going to be talking about mistakes that I have made. Yes, a very short intro. I'm just going to say at the beginning, please like, comment, and subscribe. I do read comments even if I don't respond to them all. And also at the end, I'll give more details as to why there wasn't a Trenton Talks last week. But yeah, let's just jump right into it, shall we? So, first mistake I probably did commit, and keep in mind, these are mistakes that I remember committing. I could have committed a lot more mistakes, but So also another fair warning: some of this is silly, some of it's not. Okay, I think I have everything out of the way. Yeah, let's go. So, quitting GDI. Now, for those who aren't in the know or those who are fairly new to Trenton Talks, I uploaded a video talking about my awful job hunting experience. And in that experience video, I talked about my previous job a little bit in GDI. And I did have a contract to that job as a contract, and that my contract expired January 31st of 2025. So I was in legal rights to talk about this, and I am still legal rights to talk about this. Now, will I make a video on GDI in the future, probably detailing everything in extreme detail? I don't know. I will probably give it a few years just to be on the safe side. But quitting GDI, now, I would say that this was a mistake because, and here's what I've learned. Have a job already lined up at the ready and don't just quit. Like, I know that that's like, haha, it's really like a little brain moment, like, stupid Trenton, how could you not figure that out? But you like for GDI, I was still unhappy at that place, which is a fair and valid reason to leave. My concerns weren't being met, for better for worse, and I feel like that's appropriate. But I honestly could have probably waited a few more months or a few more weeks and just been unhappy in that time period, just so I could transition into a new full-time job instead of having to work a part-time job with shitty hours. That, you know what, if I ever make a part two to the job hunting video, then I'll definitely talk about my current job in more detail. Um, so yeah, the thing I learned from that is to always have a job at the ready when you're ready to transition into a new job, and if your managers don't comply or don't take notice and what you have to talk to them about, go to HR about it, because that is one mistake I did not do, because I am a very I am an extroverted person, but I don't like confrontation. So it's like that would have been a sense of oh my god, this is a great start to Trenton Talks episode already. I'm forgetting my words. That confrontation. Thank you, brain. Holy shit. That would have been a source of confrontation for me, and I wouldn't have felt comfortable doing so. But sometimes you have to go out of your comfort in that way, and I also learned that. Now, here's the next thing: not asking my crush out. Now, without going too much in detail for personal reasons, because this involves someone else, I will be a lot open with my shit. I'm not gonna be a lot open with someone else's shit. I have this I have this person who I'm still friends with, and we've been friends for 10 years at this point. And for the better half of either, I think it was, yeah, junior year, for like the latter half of junior year, I've had a crush on this person. And I talked about this actually last night with some people, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna ask this person out because you have a 10-year long friendship rooted. You don't want to mess that up, because I would rather still have her in my life as friends than not have her in my life at all. But I wouldn't also say it's a mistake that I made to that I haven't asked out yet, because it is kind of a mistake, because sometimes I will genuinely feel like very lonely and feel that I can't get a girlfriend, or I will never find like true love because I'm still stuck on her, which is crazy. And I know like one of the main ways to prevent that is by not being friends with this person anymore, but I don't want to do that. And I probably won't do that. Like sometimes at night I will literally, like, I have a Miku plushie, and sometimes I'll hug it and just imagine I'm hugging her and talking to her, and it helps me go to sleep sometimes. But yeah, just, and like I've gotten better recently with the loneliness part. Like I've not been doing it as much. I also haven't been feeling the same attraction as much anymore, which is great because I can focus my mind on other avenues of dating. I do have, however, a Trenton Talks on my Trenton Talks list about dating, so when that comes up, I can talk about this a little bit more, but I want to save it for that. Now, trigger warning, these next few entries involve things with cars, potential car crashes that could have happened. So if you don't like me talking about potential car crashes that could have happened to me, you can click off, or you can skip ahead about like 4 minutes, and we'll probably be done talking about it. Okay, next is stalling my car. Now, I before the car I currently had now, I had a 1999, I believe, Toyota Camry, and it was like great. It was a tan car. It was such a great car. I love that thing. But what happened is the idiot brain of me only thought with cars you had to only put new oil in and didn't have to change out an oil filter or things of that nature. So imagine it's me and two of my other friends, right? We're just in this car. We're coming back from seeing the Mean Girls musical movie, and all of a sudden my car stalls, and I'm like trying, and like not only does it just stall, it stutters. Like the car turns off for a second, flips back on, and like my speed's decreasing. The car isn't responding to me putting my foot on the gas pedal or braking. It's just coasting at a speed. And that's fucking scary. Like, not being able to control your car at any is such a fucking scary thing to happen to you. And I was actually terrified. And the few moments I was terrified of something that I've done, that was one of them. And like I remember, like I was thankfully able to pull over in the grass, and I remember I'm like having like a panic attack, right? I am scared for my life. I'm scared for my friends' lives. I could have put them in danger, and I'm almost on the verge of crying, and I just keep saying I'm sorry and I'm sorry because like I don't want them to hate me. And a part of me thought they would hate me for this, which I don't really, now looking back in hindsight, I don't know why I thought that, and I still don't know why. But it's like, yeah, it was scary. But luckily it was able to kind of work out okay because my friends found a ride by their parents. My parent came to pick us up and we got the car towed. Found out that yes, the car was fucked, and now it's been fixed and is currently being used in a demolition derby. I am not joking. I know what city it is, but in order for me to say that, I will kind of dox myself, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, next is ditching my car. Okay, so back during my first ever winter driving, I took a turn too fast and put a car in a ditch. Short and simple. The car was still great, thankfully. The car had nothing wrong with it, but it was very dangerous in the sense of I almost popped a tire going into that ditch because there was like a grate there or whatever, and my tire almost just fucking hit it. That would have been horrible. But yeah, welcome back to the people who skipped ahead. Yeah. Did you enjoy not listening to that? Good. Okay, anyways, dropping social life for YouTube. Now, a lot of people on this channel know that this channel used to be called TG0 Sugar and not Trenton Talks. And on TG0 Sugar, I used to upload a variety of content. That I spent my entire middle school and high school life building up. Not the wisest decision, if I do say so myself, because I lost too many opportunities to hang out with people. I lost too many opportunities to even schedule things, hang out with people, because I was like, no, I gotta get this video made. I gotta make it big on YouTube, and like, it was like the young naive me was like, don't worry, I can do this shit. I got this. I can be the next fucking YouTube superstar. And now I'm not concerned about that at all. I'm just kind of like whatever happens. This is more, again, Trenton Talks is more of an outlet for me now to just talk about shit, which is nice because as an adult, you don't always get to hang out with the people that you want to talk to shit about. So this is a nice, healthy outlet for me, and I appreciate the people who watch or listen to this every day or whenever the fuck it comes out, and they like, oh, I have a few minutes to spare. Let's listen to Trenton Talks. And honestly, people who are here and do that shit warms my heart, even if you don't watch them all. what I've learned from that is things will work out if they're supposed to work out, and things won't work out if they're not supposed to work out. You aren't really in control of that. You can do as many things as you possibly want to steer the path of that, but that you're not always in control of that. Next is two people who I regret becoming friends with. Now, I've also briefly talked about this on another Trenton Talks, and I know I keep calling back to the things in previous Trenton Talks, but you should watch them. Both of them will be linked down in the description below to hear more about my thoughts on these two people. Um, Basically, one of the people was the only person that has ever made me cry. And to not get too personal into my personal life, mainly because I do want to save other darker topics for for other Trenton Talks episodes. Um, I have grown up around not so nice people. Not all the time. Some people like my mom, who I know is watching and listening to this right now. Shout out to my mom, by the way. You can see her briefly appear in comments sometimes. If you're watching this, mom, say hello in the comments. But like some people in general haven't been the nicest to me. And again, I'll say that for another Trenton Talks. But like this person is definitely one of them. This person was the only person that made me cry, and I can't get too into it without permission of three other people, so I'm not going to. Now, the next person, I also can't get too into it because that also involves my friends, who I am very protective of and love with all my heart. I love my friends. I love every single one of them I have now. I couldn't have asked for better people to be around, trust me. They are great, creative, nice, fucking nerdy people, and I love every one of them. Um, this person got into an incident with another one of my friends. Nothing too serious, but it did end up with one of my friends having to go to the hospital. And also, this person who I'm talking about didn't say sorry to that friend until many years later down the road, and now, as of current, doesn't want to talk about it at all. Yeah. Here we go. So, we have the three more, not being more censored online. Now, key viewers of TG Zero Sugar might already know what video I'm thinking of in this moment. There is a video that is now unlisted in this channel as me being a fucking idiotic, 14-year-old while I tried makeup for the first time. I had two of my female friends, right? Oh my god, I'm cringing so bad. I'm cringing so hard thinking about this, but here we go. I have to talk about it one day, so I guess now's the day to do it. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just get it over with. So, I was 14, I was getting makeup done for my first time, right? And I had two female friends doing it, and I was like, before I started recording, I said, hey, I have a secret to tell, to tell you. And like as I'm sitting in the seat, I admitted that I watch porn to them, which is a very weird thing. One of the weirdest things I think I've ever done in my life. And my friends and anyone who is watching this right now is like, Trenton, why the fuck did you do that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know why I did that. And every single time I think about that moment, I just feel fucking cringy and uncomfortable, and it weirds me out. Not everything's meant to be shared, and I think that's one of the things that probably shouldn't have shared, in hindsight being 2020, but as a hormonic, charged teenager, I wasn't fucking thinking clear at that moment. I don't know if you could tell. Now this one is the last one, and this one is the silly one. Not playing Fortnite until now, because it's just a simple reason. I missed out on so much cool events and cool fucking skins I could have gotten. And now sometimes I feel like I'm just reduced to the scraps. And yep, and that's it. But anyways, before we conclude this Trenton Talk, I'm here to briefly talk about why I didn't upload a Trenton Talks last week. Thank you to people who were worried about me. I am okay, I promise. I was just very overwhelmed because of work and how my life's been going as of late. But I'm back. I'm getting my head in the game. I'm back in the swing of things. I've been doing things to help control the stress that I've been feeling. And I genuinely feel less stressed than I have since fucking February. So I'm pretty happy right now. So thank you everyone for checking up on me. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this Trenton Talks. I really hope you guys did enjoy this topic. We are so close to episode 20, and I do think you want to be here for that because episode 20, if I do say so myself, is gonna be quite the banger. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys.